Happy Mother's Day. How fine is Jasmine? RestlessChild, Arlette Amuli, Pop the Balloon are fine. Love.
And we have some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies. All right, so we're gonna bring out some single men one by one. Okay, and when he comes out here, if he is your type, he fits all of your check boxes, you know, all that good stuff, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything you're not feeling about him, you just cannot see yourself dating this guy, go ahead and pop it, and then I'll go over to each of you, see why you ended up popping, and hopefully we get some matches, yeah? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this. What's your name?
Don't you look like not a Morris Chestnut. What's that other dude? I forgot what his name.
Go.
Emeka? Mm-hmm. All right, Emeka, how old are you?
40.
40, okay, and what do you do?
I'm Chief Product Officer at a FinTech.
Oh, very nice, okay. And now what do you look for in a woman?
Well, besides beauty, which I see plentiful here on the stage, I would also say an intellectually curious woman. I'm really into like an intelligent woman, someone who has other interests besides kind of the stuff that we see, you know, people being into celebrity or whatever, just something more business, something, right? So that would probably be my number 2 thing. And then God-fearing, of course, actually that would be number 1, so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now what are some of your deal breakers when it comes to someone you're dating?
I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I'm
That's not bad, though. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
I say them because I don't want people to adapt too much. But
okay, give us at least one.
I'll give you one. Someone with just an entitled mentality. I really can't stand like an entitlement.
Okay. All right.
Mindset, yeah. I'll leave it at that.
So we still haven't got any pop balloons. I think
cigarette smokers too. Yeah. No cigarettes. Yeah.
So I think the ladies want to still know a little bit more about you. What do you like to do for fun?
Oh. For fun, so I like to play soccer, watch movies, play tennis. So I like to be pretty active, I like to hike, things like that outside. And then, gosh, I can't really think of anything else besides that. Yeah, okay. I don't really go out like I used to, so, you know, just in the house. Read.
Okay.
So this is the thing with more like mature guys that are like secure in themselves, what they got going on, and happy with what they want, and they're just looking for somebody else to just add to that. Not even add, just somebody to love. They're gonna be in the house. They want to be in the house. They don't want to be doing too much. They don't want to be out going to parties. They, you know, they will, but it's like at the end of the day, they take more pride in being at home or being able to do like actual activities. So I feel like if you're a woman that doesn't actually like to do anything else but go to the club, this is not the man for you.
All right, so we did get
travel.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, everyone loves traveling. Let's go ahead and go on over to our pop balloon and see why they ended up popping.
Okay, cool.
All right, if we can have your name and age.
My name is Unique. I'm 31.
Unique girl.
And Unique, what do you do?
I'm a beautician. I do hair and makeup.
All right, okay, and now why did you end up popping your balloon?
He said something about smoking, and I smoke. So I'm trying to quit, but I smoke. As of right now, I'm a smoker.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Girl.
Quit.
But that's
the thing, y'all. Whenever you get a guy like this and you're thinking about your habits when he's like, oh, these are deal breakers, I'm immediately going to be like, oh, yeah, I just stopped smoking like a second ago. As soon as he said it, oh, yeah, I'm done smoking. Yep, I'm done. You know, but I'm not saying that as a lie. Like, I actually would be done smoking. If I really wanted to be in a relationship and I really want somebody and I really want a good man, then I'm going to take away my bad habits, work on me, in order to abstain the relationship, because it's a bad habit. Smoking is bad for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's saying something completely off guard when it comes to that being his deal breaker. So it's like, and you shouldn't be smoking in the first place, queen.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So then before he said that, you did have your balloon unpopped. Why did you?
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm used to a certain type, and he's honestly not something I would go for. And I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. So that's why I was still waiting to pop my balloon.
I'm curious to know what she usually goes for.
Oh, okay. So what's your usual type and what doesn't he kind of fit into?
Yeah.
My usual type? It's
Smokers?
hard to. I'm used to the total opposite.
Okay.
Just the total opposite of him.
But this is why you're where you are now. Today, single on this show, looking for love. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we really put things into perspective, if your usual type was actually doing something for you and it actually worked for you, you wouldn't be single. Like, come on. This is your sign to step out of your comfort zone, to grow up, grow out of your bad habits like smoking, and choose a man that is different from your usual type, that is better than your usual type.
I don't want to say too much, but I've been in long-term relationships, so I don't want to. I've been kids up into adults, so put too much on it. But he seemed different. He's very handsome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And now, Emeka, is Unique your type?
Not necessarily. I mean, I love your hair and I love your skin tone. The overall beauty is there for sure, but. Well, no buts, just, not necessarily my traditional type.
Yeah, the hair is too much, baby girl. It is. It is. And I understand maybe she did her hair like this to try to promote herself on this video, to promote that she's a hairstylist. But baby, are you here to promote or are you here to find love? You get what I'm saying? And it's like...
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and keep that. Thank you. Hop back here. All right, if we can have your name and age.
I'm Jador Styles. I'm 31.
And Jador, what do you do?
I am a marketing manager for the hottest clothing store in Arizona. Shout out Nickel City, baby. Okay, I'm also certified behavioral health technician, and I model. I do a bunch of stuff, but I'll leave it there. Those are the main things that I do.
Okay, and now why did you end up popping your balloon?
I really didn't want to. I really didn't, but I'm really looking for someone who matches my fly. You know what I mean? And when you came out, you're so handsome and everything. It was just the outfit. That was.
Honestly, you want to know something? I think that they look really good together. I think that her beside him, it shows elegance, but it shows vibrance with her beside him. And it shows that, she actually shines around him with her outfit beside him. Am I looking at this wrong? I think they would look good together. They look good, both of them. They actually match each other's fly.
I was like, to know that you're going to be on this show, and then I'm going to leave it there.
So what about his outfit are you not feeling?
It's the jacket and the fact that
Girl, you are nitpicking right. This is how we starting off, y'all. The last girl, now this is how we starting off. Come on, ladies. Y'all are trifling, bro. Some of y'all be trifling.
I don't know. It's just the way it was styled. It's just, I was just kind of
At
like,
least he's wearing a suit.
Okay, that's what you chose for this. Okay. Yeah, no.
Are you really? Yo, she's disrespectful. I don't like her. No. Nope. She gotta go. Now then we see why she's single.
All right. Now, Emeka, is she your type?
B.
To some degree, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to some degree, yeah.
Aww.
Okay, what makes her
Look at his smile.
some degree your type?
I think, the eye makeup is a little loud for me. And that's really it. And the shoes are, actually I like the boots, but I would have put it with something different. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you.
So
All right, let's head on back over here.
was so nice.
So I'm gonna now switch it on over to you. How many ladies we got left? We got quite a few left, so this is the hard part. Unfortunately, I do have to have you pop someone's balloon based off of, looks, what you're not necessarily attractive to, what doesn't really fall into your type. So let me go ahead and have you actually pop two of them.
So
Let me give you
sweet.
two to pick.
You can tell he's a nice guy.
And then once you pop those two, I'll go ahead and follow you, and we'll get into a little bit more as to why you ended up popping theirs.
Okay. Oh, it's hard.
I know. Everyone says that.
You guys make it difficult. All right, I'm sorry.
Really? Wow. Okay.
And one more.
This is like awkward. This is like awkward central. Yeah.
Okay, you could just
Yeah.
stay there. I'll come over here.
Okay.
All right, if we can have your name and age.
I'm Micah, and I'm 33.
And Micah, what do you do?
I'm a product marketing manager for a tech company.
Okay, nice. Now, Micah, why did you have your balloon unpopped for Emeka?
I love his style, and he's
Yes.
very handsome. I like a nice beard. And yeah, he just looks good. And I liked his answers to the questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, Emeka, why did we end up popping Micah's?
She's not my type.
My type, I like a little bit slimmer usually. That's just where I'm at right now. So, that was kind of the
Reason.
Understandable.
You want to know something? Where's the guys that like big women at? Like, are y'all just not like? I think it's due to the whole red pill community that you get what I'm saying. So shout out to big girls. Big girls need love too.
Thank you. Now, you did pop one more back here. Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Brittany, I'm 28.
And Brittany, what do you do?
No.
I'm a reservations agent for the airlines.
Okay. And why did you have your balloon unpopped for Emeka?
He's cute. He's well-spoken, nice teeth, good skin complexion.
He is.
Okay. All right. Now, Emeka, why did we end up popping Brittany's?
I don't have the best reason.
She's beautiful.
I go back to that thing I said about slim, and also prefer darker
She's
skin.
slim.
And I think she has the lightest skin up here. And it's not
Okay.
even that you're light skin. It's just,
Okay,
hey,
now.
she made me choose, so I had to choose.
That's fine. That's fair, I respect it.
He was doing good, but I understand.
All right. Thank you. And now we did get a pop
Yeah,
balloon.
we did.
Let's go
We did.
on
I
over
wanna hear this
there. All right. If we can
We
have
all know he's gonna choose the lady in the red dress.
name and age.
My name is Tatiana. I'm 25.
Girl, what do you have on? What is this? What is that? She got on this oversized t-shirt. She got on some, what is it, leggings, jeggings with some boots on? Girl, first of all, you can't see her body. You can't see what she's working with. She's probably has a really nice figure. Girl, those boots. I cannot. She looks like she just threw something on. The hair is done at least. Girl, we gotta find you some sexy. We gotta just sexy.
Tatiana, what do you do?
Right now I'm a delivery driver for Amazon. I model on the side. I graphic design on the side too. And I'm also an aspiring actor. You need my reason now?
Girl, you are all over the place. Choose a career. Have something that you do for fun. And that's it. You get what I'm saying? A career, something you do for fun as a hobby, and that's it. People that got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things going on at the same time, I guarantee you it's just all over the place. Those are like literally the hardest people to date because you hit them up and be like, hey, when are you free? Oh, I gotta do this. I'm like, bro, you're not even really doing anything for real. Come with me. Let's date. You got work tomorrow. Go back to, you're like,
Yeah. Why'd you pop?
I feel like I'm gonna sound like such a child. You seem like you're a lot more well put together than I am right now, and you seem a little bit more precise with what you want. I don't see myself fitting into that category with you, my guy.
oh, she's honest. She's honest. You know what? Shout out to the honest women. Shout out to the people that are honest. That is what made her attractive to me in this. I'm not even gonna lie. That is what made me. The outfit, no. She need to find her sexy. The having 4, 5, 7, 6 things going on at the same time instead of having a job and just a hobby and then that's it. That kind of threw me off. But the fact that she is honest is what makes her attractive. Like I said, you can date somebody and we can tweak how we dress together. You get what I'm saying? We can tweak how we dress together. You can change somebody's outfit. But there's not a lot of women out here or people out here that are going to be just as honest as what she was today.
I feel like you could maybe loosen up a little bit. You just seem like
Yeah, I feel you.
you seem like you could.
Okay, she lost me.
Yeah.
But my guy.
I like
I
that.
feel like you could like maybe like loosen up a little bit. You just seem like
Yeah, I feel you.
like you seem like you could be fun.
Yeah.
But like my fun compared to your fun.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get along with that?
Baby, he's a grown man. He's not a child. So that says a lot more about you than him. This is how I know some women don't know anything about men. Real men, real mature men, they're like that. That whole bad boy, fun shit, that's nothing to be with long term. I'm not even gonna lie. It's usually the guys that are stable. Those are the guys that you can husband up.
You know,
I don't wanna, you know.
I love that you said that, and I know that that's how I come off, and I come off that way a bit on purpose, but you'd be surprised at how open-minded
Yeah?
I am and the kind of fun I have. You'd
You
be
telling me I
surprised.
regretted popping my balloon or something?
I mean, we may never know. I don't know.
Or something.
Where are you from, though? Because your accent is...
So I grew up in Guadalupe, Tempe area out
Okay.
here. But what's funny is because like I was raised by a bunch of New Yorkers.
Ah, yeah.
I'm a native Arizonan.
Interesting.
Everybody from the East Coast.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay. That's what I thought I heard, but I wasn't sure. Okay.
All right, cool.
All righty.
All right, let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
So my name is Brittany also. I'm 31.
Brittany, what do you do?
I'm a counselor.
Okay. And now why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just want to hear more about him. He looks good. I love your outfit. It's just the age. He's 40. Never talked to anybody that old. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I don't know. But I just the age for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, Emeka, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I would say so.
Thank you.
Okay, what makes her your type?
She's petite and she's well-spoken, and
She is.
she has a natural hairstyle, which I prefer. And yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, have you ever gotten like the age thing before that women tell you you're a little too old for them, or?
I mean, it's happened before, but it's only because like I've approached someone without knowing how old they were, and they were like 22 or something like that. But not usually. Not usually. No. Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, no, he's cute, but just the age.
Just the age.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Understood.
All right. So we do still have 3 ladies left. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask these ladies a question just to kind of help you narrow down, see who you're more matched up with.
Is it the same question to all 3? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have kids?
Partner or princess?
What?
Okay, let's start over here.
does that even mean?
And you can always ask them to elaborate. If we can have your name and age and what you do.
My name is Brenda. I'm an HR business partner at the hospitals, and I also have a business on the side. I'm a private chef.
And how old are you?
Oh, yes, girl. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. She's dressed well. She's skin is flourishing. Beautiful queen. I know she can talk well. I know she can handle herself well. She can dress up to par with him. I like it.
36. Okay. Now, to answer his question, partner or princess?
I'm in between. Yes, I'm in between. I can be a princess, and I also can be a partner.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you answer
Yeah.
that. That's how you answer.
All right, your
Ladies,
name
take
and
note.
age and what you do.
I'm Nova, I'm 30, and I'm a licensed esthetician.
Okay. And now, partner or princess?
Both. Can you elaborate on that? Because I'm a little confused.
Yeah, sure. So, do you see yourself as more of a partner? I'm thinking about marriage now, not going on a date. Do you, in marriage, do you see yourself more as a partner with your husband or a princess of your husband?
Definitely a partner then. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I believe that's marriage is teamwork, for sure.
Honestly, you guys, you're gonna hate me. I want to be the princess. I want to be the princess. He's the man. He already got everything taken care of. I want to be the princess. I want to have your babies and be married and stay at home mom. I don't want to be your. Well, that's me being your partner to me. I don't think you have to pick. I think that you can be both, right?
Okay.
All right, if we can have your name, age, and what you do.
My name is Australia. I'm 31, and I have my own consulting firm where I do logistics. I'm a property manager. I'm sorry, a property owner, as well as I do recruitment.
Okay.
And I'm also a partner.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Did you want to add on to that, or?
Let me just, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Yes, all right. Second question, what is your dream for your life?
Oh, that's a good one.
So many things.
Girl, choose one.
Well, I do want to settle down.
Okay.
I feel like I am somebody who can bring a lot to the table. And thirdly, I'm fun. Yeah. What more do you want out of that?
Oh, she's good. She's good. She's good.
All right.
She's good. She's good.
Same question?
Yes. Where I see myself in 5 years, I do have a
What's your dream for your life? I just want to make
dream
sure.
for my life.
Yes.
Okay,
mhm.
so dream for my life, I do want to be a business owner, which I'm already taking the steps for that. And I'm also in nursing school, so I do see myself being an aesthetic nurse. And
You see, okay, so here's the thing. You see how the last woman said that she wanted to be a wife and a good mother? This lady is talking about business and finance. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't forget the goalposts, y'all. We're here to find love. All that talking about business and stuff. Say stuff about love. Make your answer about love. Make it enticing. Make it invigorating. You know, that's what the last woman did with the red dress.
with or without a man, take care of myself financially.
See, why would you say with or without a man on a show that's about love? What? When you say stuff like that, do you think that a man will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna choose you? Like, no, you're saying with or without him, you'll be okay. Which is fine. You can have that in your head. But we're in a love show, we're in a dating show. You're trying to make this person feel that you want them to be in your life. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay. Your dream for your life?
Yes.
So I've spent the last 5 years building my business and traveling the world. So I am trying to get into a place where I want to settle down, have children, and continue to grow.
Okay.
All right, Emeka, I'm going to have you pop someone's balloon.
Pop this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
why did we
I
end
do
up
that.
popping hers?
In her dream, she only mentioned career, and she didn't mention any other aspect of her life. And as much as I value my career and careers in general and making money, you know, there's more to life than that. And I just, you know, so that's why I leave the question so open, is I want to hear how they envision their own dreams.
See, I told y'all. I be knowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, so we do have 2 ladies left. You always step so far away.
Sorry, yeah.
All right, ladies, do we have a question for Emeka before we have him pick? Do you have one before we walk down there?
Yes.
Okay, we'll start here and then we'll go to you.
All right, Emeka. So in the questions you asked earlier, same thing. What are you looking for in a woman?
So I'm definitely looking for a partner, 100%. And I think a wise woman would understand that if she were a good partner to her husband, that the princess treatment or queen treatment or whatever it is you're looking for is going to follow, right? So I think that, you know, I'm a divorcee, and so I'm looking for someone who's truly like a thought partner and a nurturer and all these other things. And so, yeah, so that's maybe something I'm a little bit on guard about, maybe, and I just want to make sure, which obviously it's not going to happen in 30 seconds on this thing, but I just want to know where your head is, kind of.
Okay.
I'm also looking, something people mentioned that I didn't mention at the beginning is I'm also looking for someone who's like open-minded and non-judgmental, and part of that is because of the fun I want to have, but the other part of that is just like, I like to explore ideas, and I don't like for too many things to be off limits, just because I'm a curious person, yeah, intellectually curious.
Okay. I'm sorry. Divorcee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off. Like, I want to be my partner's first child, first wife. I understand, honestly, as you get older, I feel like that is not something that you can have a say so, because most people your age already have kids or have already been divorced or have already had some type of living situation with their previous partner. Like, it's just certain things that you can avoid as you get older when you're dating. I understand her popping the balloon if she was maybe like 20. But I would say that being 36 on your way to your 40s, I don't know if she has a kid or not. I think that she could be a little bit more lenient with him.
Him being a divorcee.
Yes. Great looking guy, well put together. I think it's more so, have you healed from that? Yeah. And me popping the balloon is, I've met a lot of divorcees, and I don't want to be in that position again.
Understood.
All right. Oh, thank you. Let's go down over here.
Dang. Love is a funny thing.
All right,
man.
you had a question for Mecca?
Do you have children?
I do not.
Okay, do you want them?
I would like some,
How
yes.
many are we having?
Between 2 and 4.
Okay, because I say 5, 3 to 5, so that works.
Okay. Do you have any children?
I do not have any children.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Let's just walk on up here. Let's go. Yes, ma'am. Come on up here.
I love that she said, "How many kids are we having?" I love that.
All right.
I love that.
Any?
That's the energy you gotta be. You be like, "How many kids we having? When we getting married? When we moving in? When we. You know what I'm saying? Enough of the eyes. There's no eyes when you're trying to get married and be in a relationship. All that selfishness shit goes out the window.
Final questions before we determine if this is going to be a yes for either one of you.
I do not at this time.
I do not at this time, I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, we got a match! Yeah. Okay, no, wait, hold on. Let me backtrack. So just to confirm, it's going to be a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
And it's a yes for you for her?
Sure, it's a yes.
We got a match!
I love that.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. There you go. Welcome in. What's your name?
Philip.
Philip, how old are you?
34.
34. And what do you do?
I'm the assistant track coach at Arizona State.
Okay, very nice. And
Philip, that hair. You want to know something? Why every man in sports is either balding, they look old, their hair just look a mess. Anybody in sports, even when I be watching basketball, I be like, why are the coaches, they look always stressed. Something, their hairlines receding, they're going bald. I'm like, dude, like.
Look for in a woman.
Fun, personality, just open to new things.
Okay, all right. And now, what are some of your deal breakers when it comes to a woman?
Probably being closed-minded, just not willing to grow, mature. I think that over the course of a year, in some way, you got to just grow in some capacity.
Okay, all right. Now, Philip, what are some of the things you like to do for fun?
I travel a lot.
Okay.
I was in Philly last week.
Nice.
I'll be in Denver next week. I like to cook, roller skate, a little bit of everything.
Okay, very cool. All right, so we did get one pop balloon. Let's go on over there and see what's going on. All right, if we can have your name and age.
I'm Tatiana. I'm 25.
Nice to meet you.
Tatiana, let me have you stand here, Philip.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
I said nice to meet you.
Oh, nice. Okay, I really did not know what you said. Like it was mumbled. My fault.
Oh, no problem.
Tatiana, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's not that like you're ugly or nothing. I just am not attracted, honestly.
For sure.
Like you look good though. Like the suit, you put that on.
Appreciate it.
But just not for me.
I'm not gonna lie, she gives very much friend energy. She gives very much, I don't know.
Okay. And is there anything specific that makes him not for you?
I don't want to be like, it's going to sound ruthless. Like, okay, like completely respectfully, like I'm a goofy person, but you just look a little bit too goofy for me.
What?
See, that's why I didn't want to say shit.
Okay.
No, I understand. I get it.
You're not ugly though, that's the thing. Like, you don't look bad. I just am not into it.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Now,
I can say the same thing about you, girl. But I'm not into girls, so.
Someone that's your type?
I would have to just know your personality.
Okay.
If I show you this tooth, is it going to change you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well.
What?
Let's go back over here.
That was
almost
so
walked down.
immature and that was so awkward. Wait, we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
Just am not into it.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Now, Philip, is Tatiana someone that you type?
I would have to just know your personality.
Okay.
If I show you this tooth, is it going to change you?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was so awkward. That was so immature and awkward. Look at how all the other ladies are dressed, and then look at how.
Let's go back over here.
Look at how that last one was dressed. That was crazy.
All right, so we do still have quite a few balloons left unpopped. So we are gonna switch it on over to you for the first round. I'm gonna have you eliminate 2 girls just based off of, what's really not your type or what you wouldn't really go for.
For sure.
So let me
Just
give
look
this
at
over.
her. Look at her in her little shirt, in her long, elongated shirt. Girl.
And you can go on over and pop those 2, and then I'll come after you and ask you why we ended up popping. So just go ahead.
All right.
Okay,
Damn.
and one more.
Wow.
Okay, let's start right
Girl,
here.
they really not
If we can
filming.
have your name and age.
I'm Jador Styles. I'm 31.
Okay. And Jador, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Cause he looks good and he's very well put together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and now, Philip, why did we end up popping Jador's?
I mean, honestly, you put yourself together very nice.
Thank
but
you.
I just think as far as attraction, just immediately just didn't really click.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, is there anything specific that, I know you said the attraction didn't really click. Is there anything specific?
No. Mm-mm.
All right, cool. Thank you. Let's go down over here. If we
How
can
you
have
doing?
your name and age.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I'm 33.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Micah, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I had my balloon unpopped because I love his style. I love natural hair too, so
Thank
good
you.
looking on that. And yeah, I wanted to hear more about him, so I was wanting some questions to be answered. So
Okay, all right.
For sure.
Now, Philip, why did we end up popping Micah's?
I think just from immediate first impression, just not my type.
for sure.
Okay. And what makes her not your type?
I typically like slimmer women,
Okay.
For sure.
but again, no offense. You look nice, and that's it. That's really it.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so
I
Philip.
love respectful men. I just love it. You're just like, not necessarily attracted to him, but just respectfulness.
This next round, I'm going to have you ask the ladies a question. It's a question that's going to go to all of them, just to kind of help you narrow it down, see who you're more matched up with.
Okay. First question: do you have a relationship with God?
Okay, let's start right here with your name and age, and do you have a relationship with
He's
God?
serious.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Brittany, and I'm
Nice to meet
28.
you.
And I do. I want to get more into my relationship with God and going to church and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Your name and age, and do
I
you
love
have a
that.
relationship with God?
Yes, my name is Brenda. I'm 36. Absolutely.
Great
Wednesday Bible study is a must. So yes.
Okay.
I
Nice.
love this question.
Your name and age, and do you have a relationship with God?
My name is Brittany. I'm 31, and of course, he's number one. Yes.
Okay. For sure. Nice to meet you.
Your name and age, and do you have a relationship with God?
I'm Nova, and I'm 30 years old. And I do have a relationship with God. I would like to build on that. But yeah, I would say I'm more spiritual than I am religious. But yeah, I believe in it all.
Okay. So when you say spiritual, do you not subscribe to a specific denomination?
No, yeah, I don't. I like to study. I actually have a Quran. I have a lot of the different Bibles from different religions. So
And then, like I said again, because I said this in a different video, all of these people that claim that they're spiritual, they're open, they study different religions, but they still don't choose one. They don't choose one. They don't ever choose one religion. And this goes with exactly what I was saying earlier, where she had 4, 5, 6, 7 things going on. Y'all, they're like, this shit is starting to correlate and click. What are the coincidences? What is the coincidence that the people that be having 5 million things going on at once can't choose a religion, but can study 5,000 religions. Like, there's some type of correlation with that. And that says a lot about Jesus. Like, when you have Jesus in your life and you choose him, you want to be as straight and narrow as possible. You don't want to have too many things going on in your life, you know, at once. You get what I'm saying? You want to have one job. You want to have one hobby. After that, you want to spend the rest of your time and energy in your life giving yourself love, giving Jesus love, and giving your partner love. And then you and your partner come together and y'all produce more love. And you work on giving love to your kids. You know what I'm saying? So all these people are like, oh, like, I don't want to choose a religion. I'm spiritual. I study every religion. I have this book. Okay, so why haven't you chosen a religion? You're making an excuse.
To study on them, to really like understand what I'm believing. So that's kind of where I'm at right now in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I will say that most people that grew up in a religion, they get older, they get out of that religion, start exploring on their life and see what life is like without being religious. And then as they get older, they find out that, dang, I can't make it without this religion. And then they go back later on in life to the religion that their parents grew them and instilled into them. So yeah. So there's that. And it happens a lot, y'all. Like, you know, I don't want to talk too much about my personal life because this is YouTube. But yeah, like most people, if you ever are with somebody or you're trying to date somebody or you're out there dating and you're talking to them and you're like, hey, what is your thoughts on religion? And they say, you know, I grew up religious, but right now I'm not really in a religious state. That is somebody that you can potentially be with. Because like I said, you're going to go back. They're going to go back to their religion. You know, whether it be today, tomorrow, but usually those people tend to go back to Jesus or, you know, go back to being Catholic or go back to being Baptist or, you know, whatever they subscribe to in a specific religion. So yeah, don't have doubt. But when somebody does not have religious background at all in their life, growing up, their parents wasn't religious, so it didn't instill religious values into them, and they on their own in their own time, they never thought to seek out a specific religion in their life. Me personally, I would not go with that person. I would not date that person.
All right, cool. Thank you. Now we did get a pop balloon over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique.
Nice to meet you.
I'm 31. And I popped because he asked about the relationship with God. And I was raised in a household where I was told that I'm a God, so I really don't go to church. I'm real spiritual. Okay. If that makes sense. That was why I popped. But I love the outfit. That's why I didn't pop. And I wanted to get to know. And you said something about being a track coach.
Yes.
You work with kids?
Well, grown kids.
Grown kids. I got grown kids. So that's what made me like really wanted to get to know more.
Okay. And I would say too that most people that grew up in their church as a childhood, they have been baptized before. So if you meet somebody at their adult age and they say, hey, I used to go to church, but I don't anymore, you know, maybe one day, or, you know, I'm just trying to figure myself out. They've been baptized. So that's why I'm saying, okay, yeah, there's a very big chance, like 7 times out of 10, that they will go back to their religion as they get older, and they will instill religious values into their children.
Okay. Now, I will say, you know, there's a verse in the Bible that says greater than is he who is in me than he who's in the world. So God always dwells within us.
Right.
Amen.
So to me, I'm not caught on like the denominations as much. I grew up in a Baptist church.
Yes.
But just having some type of relationship is what's important to me.
Got it. I wouldn't say grew up in a church, but I have went to church as I was young. My mom, went into the spiritual side, so she kind of gave us the choice, if that makes sense.
For sure.
And yeah, so
and that's the thing too. Like as I got older, I was like, when I was growing up, I was like, I would never do this for my kids. I'm always gonna give them a choice when it comes to if they want to go to church or not. And I am. But them not going at all, no, I'm sorry. I can give them a choice of, hey, you want to go to church on this Sunday or this Sunday? Okay, we can skip church this Sunday and we can go next Sunday. You get what I'm saying? That's the choice you're getting, but not going to church at all. I'm sorry, it's not it. I'll give them the choice of, do you want to go to church today with your friends? You want to go to church today with your grandma, your aunts and uncles? Do you want to go to church with me? You can get a choice of that. After we leave church, you can get a choice of where you want to eat, what restaurant you want to go out to eat at. The kids can. You get what I'm saying? So there's that. But as they get older, they will be able to decide which religion they want to choose in. But they will be religious. There will be structure in my household. There will be Jesus in my household.
Really not. I'm gonna have a relationship with myself. I feel like I'm a God. So I kind of think different.
Okay, understood.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so based off of those responses you got, I'm gonna have you go ahead and pop 2 of these ladies' balloons.
He's respectful too.
Got to pop 2?
Got to pop 2.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so why did we end up popping hers?
So you had a good response, and honestly, all 4 of you pretty much said the same thing. So I don't really feel like there's a full justification on just, oh yeah, I just have to pop it, but I had to pick 2 people.
Okay. And was their answers didn't resonate with you as much, or what was it?
Honestly, I think your answer did resonate very well. So, I don't have anything negative to say against that.
Okay, all right. Did you want to add something?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to ask me why I came up with.
Oh. No, it's fine. All right, and now why did we end up?
He's very well spoken.
Hers.
I mean, pretty much the same thing. I just feel that because I had to pick 2, it's pretty much just the same. But I feel as far as what you said, it was not quite as in line with what they said.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
He got discernment. He's got discernment. Oof. He's respectful. He's got discernment. He's Baptist. He's got his head on straight. He got a job and a hobby. But mostly he talked about his hobby would be traveling, and his job aligned with his hobbies, which is traveling. So yeah, he sounds like he's aligned in his life. I don't think you can put nothing under him or put anything past him. He knows how to disagree respectfully. He's very straightforward. I think he's a very good man. These past 2 men have been pretty good.
All right, so we do have 2 ladies left. Ladies, do we have a question that we want to ask Philip?
Yes.
Okay, let's start here.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Do you want kids?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you have kids?
I do not have kids. Okay. I do want kids, though. Yeah.
Okay. And where are you from again?
Ohio.
Okay. I can hear your accent.
Oh, I don't hear it, but yeah.
All right. And now, Brenda, do we have a question?
Yes. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Kansas, and then I lived in Houston, Texas for 10 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. From Houston, too. I've lived there, too.
Okay. What part? What part of Houston?
I went to U of H, so downtown Houston was the spot. And you said you were there for 10 years?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah. I got my master's from Prairie View.
Oh, very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Okay. Do you have kids? I think you said no.
No kids.
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids. I would like kids. but marriage first.
For sure.
Okay.
I think that's all I have right now.
All right. Any final questions?
Y'all should ask him, how long do you, before you see yourself married? Like in the next year, you know, in the next 2 years, so you can expect, if you're dating him, based on how good things are going, when he would propose to you.
Make your decision off of these ladies here.
For sure. Every day, what would you say drives you? Like, what do you feel your purpose is?
I feel like my purpose is, ooh, let me think about that. Really just getting up, doing what I want to do, and chasing all my dreams. I like to do like content creation, so like TikTok, and I really am like big on that, and like trying to chase my dreams. I follow like my vision board, trying to do everything that's on my vision board to complete it this year. So it's just like, that's what I wake up and look at every day, try to chase everything that's on there. So it motivates me.
Okay, for sure.
Good question. I'm a people person. So a lot of times I get myself involved with community service, things like that. My love language is acts of service. So with that being said, that pushes me to get to know somebody in depth. I know everybody is on a journey, so I understand that it does take time for you to get to know somebody. So my passion is understanding who you are and your core values in order for me to know
For sure.
where this is aligned, yeah.
Okay. And then can I ask a follow-up to that?
Oh, yeah.
So you said acts of service. So
Yes.
do you feel adding value to people is something important to you?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's important because it helps me understand what your passions are. It understands the type of person you are and your values and morals. So I think it is important to, it's full circle. So you have to definitely be in tune with that.
For sure.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So we only have our 2 ladies left here. I'm going to have you eliminate one of them, and the other one will hopefully be your match. So I'll go ahead and leave the floor to you.
Wow.
All right. Why did we end up popping hers?
So, again, you had a great answer. I think what resonated with me, with you, was the vision board, because I have a vision board, and I'm very big on law of attraction, affirmations, manifestation. But that is really it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Brittany, let me have you step on over here. Okay,
Wow.
so I have one final question. If there are no further questions between either one of you.
I do.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
So how do you handle disagreements in like a relationship, like arguing and stuff like that?
So I like to listen to understand versus listening to reply or just ignoring. So I think listening to try to figure out what the root of the problem is where I'd like to start.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So is it going to be a yes for you for her?
Yes.
And it's a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match! All right, I'll take this mic, and you guys can go on off. Yes! They're so cute! All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Wow, we got 2 matches in a row, y'all. Let's keep this going.
Welcome in.
And he's back. He's back. Why is he back? Because number 1, he either really loves the publicity, or 2, there's something going on to where he's still single, y'all. He's still single. Like, let that sink in, y'all. He's still single. This man, he probably got a lot of girls. He's probably talking to a lot of girls. And I think that he's on this show because he likes the spotlight. That's what I think it is. I don't think he genuinely wants love, y'all. And I think that if he finds somebody, he's going to be adding them to his collection. I promise you that's the case, y'all. I promise you. My discernment is there. So I'm telling you right now, he's not on here for the reasons that are good.
He's back.
Ooh. All right. If we can have your name.
That was so fast.
See, and the thing is that even with the girl with the red dress, because she's pretty, you know, I don't know how to say, she seems to be like somebody that you can't run past. Like, you can't run anything past her, you know, as far as like, nothing gets by her. She gonna see it for what it is. And so I know her popping this balloon just confirmed everything of what I just said. Everybody else I don't really care about. But the girl with the sorry, being disrespectful. The woman with the red dress just confirmed everything that I said.
I was not expecting that.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elam.
And Dr.
Y'all know
Elam,
who I am?
How old are you?
That's not fair.
Dr. Elam, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, all right. Now, we do see you pointed out Dr. Elam. What kind of doctor are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a dentist, so actually, please forgive me for my attire. I had an emergency earlier, and I had to rush here, so I didn't have time to change. She's not even looking at my face. Okay, so I am a traveling dentist. I travel up and down the West Coast, pulling teeth and placing implants for those who need it.
Okay, all right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is pretty universal, and I'm not sure if it's been explained this way, but I'm going to try. There's 3 things that every man wants.
Oh my
and
God.
if you do these 3 things, you can procure any man that you want. And this isn't my information that I just came up with. This is actually research-based.
And the thing is that I would hate that he's right, bro. I want to disagree with him so bad, but I feel like he's going to say some shit that I'm going to agree with. And that's what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse.
Thing is being useful. How can you be useful to the person in your life?
No.
Why is that important?
No.
Because when you are a useful asset to the man that you want to be, then there is no way that he's ever going to want to get rid of you. The second thing is you have to blow his mind in the bedroom. What does that mean? That means you take the wildest, nastiest thing that you've ever done, figure out the wildest, nastiest thing that he's ever done, and exceed that. Otherwise, he can just get it from somewhere else. Now, the third thing, and this thing is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you do the first 2 things. If you don't do this last thing, then you won't be able to keep your man, and that is respect. Always respect your man.
That's the only thing that I agree with, what he just said, the respect part. And my thing is that with these red pill men, first of all, why is he talking to them like he's the teacher and they're the students? You're just as single as them, love. They're just as single as you, love. So none of y'all, even me, none of us got room to talk about how to keep your man or how to keep your girl. Because if you kept women, you would not be on a single show. But like I said, his rebuttal to what I just said would be like, oh no, I got women. You get what I'm saying? That if he saw this video right now and he heard me say that, he would be like, oh yeah, I got women. You get what I'm saying? Because he's one of those guys. This just confirms he is just on here for publicity and to be seen. And this is very disrespectful because some people come on here or be a part of dating shows or dating, speed dating and stuff to actually find a partner. And why is this woman still have her balloon unpopped? Why do you still have your balloon unpopped? Every other woman has popped their balloon except for you. I really want to say what I want to say, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I feel like y'all know what I'm about to say or what I want to say. But yeah.
Now, if you have any confusion as to what respect is, say to yourself,
bro, these are grown women. Some of them in their 40s and 30s. If they don't know what respect is by now,
this to the person who is writing my checks.
He's speaking to them like they're kids.
But I say this to my boss, and if you wouldn't, don't say it to your man. So, I'm looking for those 3 things.
Okay. So, Dr. Elam, we did have you on episode 2 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And also in the Get to Know with you, we found out that, it didn't really work out too much with your match. What happened there?
Well, we decided that we wanted different things in life. We had a great conversation. We went to dinner. I thought that she was first class. But ultimately, we decided to just be friends. And
y'all, my discernment. Bro, Jesus. What did I just tell y'all? I just told y'all that he's the kind of guy that has a lot of girls that are his friends.
Do you think men and women could be friends?
No, of course not. Absolutely nothing for me, unless we're in a job setting and we have no physical traction outside of the job. If we being friends and we talking on the phone and I'm coming over there, eventually we're gonna have sex. That dick is gonna go in some way, somehow.
just support each other along our journeys.
Okay, sounds good. So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go over to some of these ladies and see what's going on.
Please.
And y'all know what I've said about men that have a lot of women friends or women that have a lot of guy friends.
Let's.
All right, let's start here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36. Okay. The reason why I popped, very good looking man. Well put together. You're in the dentistry world. That's amazing. I'm sure your love language is acts of service, since you are in the dentistry world. But the way you answered that question...
Actually, my love language is physical touch.
Oh.
And quality time.
Oh.
And words of affirmation.
I see that you like to interrupt.
I apologize. I apologize.
It's best that I did pop that balloon. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
You know, I actually don't know enough about her to make a valid decision on that, but I love the dress. You have a gorgeous smile. I love what you've done with your makeup and your hair. You're, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Jador. I'm 31.
All right. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elam, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant, and I feel like you're probably gonna have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything. So being humble sometimes can be your best friend, even if you do know it all, even if you're very smart, very wise, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further.
And I will say this, because I have discernment and I know his response. He's going to make her feel small. He's going to negate everything that he said instead of being like, you know what? I'll take that. And I'll work on that. It sounds like, he won't do that. But let's further prove my point by what he is about to say.
And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah.
You see what I just said? You see exactly what I just said? He made her feel small. He didn't acknowledge anything that she said.
Okay.
All right, let's
go to our next person.
You see how the men before him was respectful. They were attractive men. This man is not attractive to me. He's not handsome to me at all. And usually these kind of men are not that good in bed either. If we're being honest.
Name and age and why you ended up.
There should be a scientific study of men that have a lot of women they don't have good sex.
So my name is Brittany. I'm 31, and like she said, you look really good. I like that you're a dentist, but you are given arrogant, and it's given toxic too. Like you want to debate all the time. It's like gonna give me a headache. And if you do know it all, just a little bit better to be humble. So that's it. But you look good, you're handsome, but it's given toxic, and I don't want that. And it's also given. this is a joke to you. Like, you just want to come on here just to say stuff to get a viral moment. I'm not feeling that.
I don't really know what to say with that. I appreciate your perspective. I think that your feelings are valid. And if you are looking for a nuclear relationship, I probably am a red flag for you. So you're probably right on that.
Well, I love your honesty. Thank you.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30. Yeah, it was just the arrogance for me. I love a man that's very confident. Like I'm gonna toot your horn every chance I get. But I think you toot your own horn, so I don't think I would be able to accommodate that every day. Like, you're tooting and then I'm trying to uplift, and it would just be a roller coaster ride, like, all the time. Like, I feel like we would constantly be up here, and I like my space, and I like quiet. I feel like every day would be something, not negative, but just the energy would just be very high for me.
It sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you.
Self-love? Oh, no, baby, I'm sorry.
Because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have any problem loving me.
Oh, I love myself a lot, and I want to be
Just because she doesn't want to love you, it doesn't mean that she has a problem with loving. And that's his response. His response of, oh, you don't have self-love because you can't love me. No. Every adult knows that not everybody's going to love you.
Love someone as much as I love myself, but I feel like you love yourself so much that there wouldn't be any room for me to love you.
That sounded good, but it also didn't make very much sense.
That's
because
fine.
love isn't a container. Love is
It's not a
something that you
container.
are. So I love myself. I've worked on myself, and I understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so space and time isn't really an objective field that you need to use as a barometer to see if it's possible, if we can love each other. It's either you love yourself and you can share that, or you're uncomfortable with it. And so I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself as much as I do.
No.
And it's
I'm
coming off
definitely
as
not uncomfortable.
arrogance.
Oh, I'm arrogant?
No, I said it's coming off as arrogance.
Oh, you're coming off. Yeah, you do.
So my confidence is triggering you because it's reminding you.
I love confidence. I melt in it.
It's not about you not having self-love. It's about you not appreciating the self-love in other people. And that is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. The term is called...
But you have never seen her love anybody else outside of this. And she's not even loving you right now. So I'm just like, you've never seen her interact with anybody else to know if there's a problem with loving herself or loving her partners. You've never even sat down, talked to her, and asked her, tell me about your past relationships. Then, based off of that, you can go off of, does this person have self-love? And or does this person have love for people that she is in a relationship with? If you sit down with her, you'll be able to say, hey, how do you love your mom? How do you love your dad? What's the relationship with them? What's the relationship with your friends, right? Then he would be able to say those kinds of things. But you have no validity in things that you're saying simply because you do not know this person. And this person has not shared enough to know that. You know?
Projection. When you see me shining, it reminds you that you're not shining enough.
Oh, so when I said that I melt in confidence, that kind of went over your head?
Melting in confidence isn't...
Self-love, confidence, all that in my man is very important to me because I don't want to date a man that does not love himself.
And my thing is that, you know what, maybe he might be right. He's not right in the ways of what he be saying. He might be right in the ways of there's no self-love because, baby, you are arguing with him. I feel like as a grown person, I don't even think that has anything to do with self-love. I just think that has everything to do with maturing, learning your lessons. If you do not see the conversation going anywhere and you feel like it's going to be a back and forth, save your breath. Do exactly like how the woman with the red dress did and save your breath. This person has proven to you that all he's going to do is not listen to you. If he does listen to you, he's going to take your words and twist it around. He's never going to comfort you in everything that you have to say. He's always going to make it that you are the problem. Everybody popped their balloon because you knew what it was from the jump. So why would you even give him your energy and your power by arguing with him right now and going back and forth with him right now? The last lady with the dress just said that he's doing this for a viral moment. So if we all have said this, why would you give him his viral moment? You get what I'm saying? Why would you do that? So I'm not on either person's side. I think that he's doing too much. He's here for the wrong reasons, and I think that she don't need to argue with him or go back and forth with him. If me and this person don't like each other, what are we going back and forth for? If we're not a match, what are we going back and forth for?
Because then he won't love me as much. The level of love will be different.
Look, I'm really trying to follow you.
I know,
right?
I know, but it's okay.
But your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack, and that's okay.
But I don't lack anything, babe.
I done popped y'all's balloon before you even got to know Dr. Elon. What a shame. What a shame.
Is it though? You'll find your
You said you watched the show before you got here, which means you have a preconceived indoctrination of who you think I am. So you popped your balloon before you even got to know me based on what you've already seen, please.
Why do you want to argue with me?
I'm not arguing with you. I'm using an inflection.
You hear his tone? Y'all hear that tone? Oh my, oof. See, he a little rough. I can't do that. I can't. I don't like men that do that. I don't like that.
Emphasizing my point. You thinking that I'm arguing is a direct trigger that you can't handle what I'm saying to you.
Okay, love bug. I've been here, done that.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see what's next.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Tatiana. Okay, respectfully, where do I begin, my guy? You got a lot of dip on your chip, and I feel like the way that you coming at everybody else with like, oh, who's your dentist and everything, you finna ask me who my dentist is. And I'm not with that just yet. I'm not ready for that.
I know it's triggering.
Also, let me finish real quick, respectfully. I'm sorry, because you interrupt everybody else. Let me speak real quick. I just personally feel like you're not used to and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm alpha male, whatever. Like, you're not used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are like, it's easy kind of coming to you to belittle women a little bit. I understand where you're coming from with everything that you do, and I saw the last episode, but like you do come off as arrogant. Confidence is cool, but like, know the difference a little bit. What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman when I'm the dominant one?
Go ahead. There can't be,
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Y'all subscribe, like the video. This is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And none of the past men were acting like this. The last man that we just talked to was a man of Jesus. He was a man of Jesus. And you saw how he was acting. He didn't act like this man. This man got something going on, bro. He got a spirit. He got something going. He got something that he need to heal. It's something that's going on with him. He need the Bible. He need to go to church every day. Not every Sunday, every day. That's the only person. Jesus is the only person that's going to save him. And I pray, and any woman, I really hope there's women out here that are dating him, that are talking to him, that are friends with him. sees this video, you need to get away from him. You need any woman, you need to stop sleeping with him. You need to stop having sex with him. He got something going on with him. There is a spirit, there is something going on in there. In there. In there. And you can tell. Go back and watch the man, that last guy that we seen, that was a man of Jesus, how he acted, how his response to things, how he carried himself versus this man. Ladies, do not let a man like this enter into you. Enter into your home, enter into your space, enter into your life in general.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31. And I popped, not that I disagree with how he is. I love I love how he is.
Say it with your chest, girl. Say it with your chest.
He has confidence. It's nothing wrong with how he is. It's not what I want at the moment. Okay. Because I dealt with his kind before, in a way. Not exactly, because, everybody's different. But I dealt with his kind before, and there's nothing wrong with how he is.
Okay.
I feel like right now this is not the right platform for him as far as in what he's looking for, or maybe he's still trying to figure out what it is you want. I don't know. But
I know what I want.
Maybe you do know what you want.
I know what I want.
But obviously it's multiple things that he wants that he hasn't found and received in one woman. I heard.
I agree with you. I agree with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with that.
And that goes with what I just said earlier. I know he has a lot of female friends. And he's effing a lot of them female friends. And he's dating a lot of women at the same time. If you talk to him at any time in his life, he's probably always said, oh, me and you are dating, but just to let you know, I'm dating other women. He's that kind of guy. He's never going to find what he's looking for in one woman because he got to go to Jesus first. He got to pick up that Bible. He need to read that Bible. He need to be in church every day. He need to commit and devote his life, himself to Jesus Christ, change his life around, change his soul, change his spirit to be able to find what he's looking for. And even then, he still won't find what he's looking for. Because what he's looking for is not sustainable. It's not obtainable. It's not obtainable. And if you get that, it won't be sustainable because he'll always find something negative to nitpick and point at. So, yeah.
Nothing wrong with how you think, the confidence, all that. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to find a woman that's willing to accept those things without her feeling like her light is getting dimmed, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So I have to find a woman who is strong enough to know that her light can't be dimmed.
Yeah, that.
Hit me with your best shot. Tell me your name again.
Unique.
Unique. That is so special.
Thank you. As far as
his words mean nothing, y'all. Him buttering you up with him complimenting you is not a true compliment. I think that is him trying to say, I got you. I got another one. I got a woman that I can do mind jujitsu with. You get what I'm saying? So I don't take his compliments the best.
Masculinity, like I said, it's not a gender. I feel like it's just,
So being dominant and being, what was the word that she used? What was the word that you used? I forgot. Masculine.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that is not gender specific, is what you're saying?
No, I don't feel it is. I feel like I'm very dominant and masculine when I need to be.
Mm.
But
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? Out of a partner?
Why am I here?
I want my partner to be able to live in his confidence, exactly like how you are, but at the same time know exactly specifically what he wants. Instead of, because like I said, you can feel one way right now, but in a couple of months, you're not going to feel the same. Everybody changes, different levels. You know, if you get what I mean?
So by that line of reasoning, people are making lifelong decisions based off of 6 months, maybe a year. So is that fair to say, will you marry me based off of me knowing you for a year and a half, even though you're going to change?
Is it fair?
Right.
You're supposed to change. What the heck? What? Even though you're going to change, yeah, you're supposed to change. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to be a different person every day. You get what I'm saying? But you're supposed to grow and be better and do better. We should love change. I don't think anybody should want to stay the same. You don't want things to stay the same. You know, you want things to be better and better and better and better and better. You know?
It's fair based on if that person agrees with,
maybe not fair. Is it feasible?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay,
I
that's
do.
fine.
I do.
No, it's fine. It's all right. Let's go. Okay, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33, and I ended up popping. One, I actually agree with a lot of the stuff that you say. So the 3 reasons that you gave before, I agree with all 3 of those. So I think you're on to that. I didn't really like how you showed up. I appreciate that you had emergency surgery. I love that.
You know, the scrubs are clean. I was wearing a white coat while I was doing it, so
no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's really the only reason, to be honest. And I think we just probably.
So if you would have seen me in the dental office, you would have been like, this guy.
I would have been like, yeah, nice smile, maybe.
But the scrubs was not doing it for me?
I just feel like they said date ready and you've been here before, so you know what's up, and having emergency surgery is not an excuse.
You know, I failed you on this
day. No, you didn't fail me.
I failed you.
It's
and
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Next time, I'll make my...
He's doing this bullshit because he feels like he can do ninja jujitsu on you, girl.
Patience, wait.
Okay, please, thank you.
All right, let's go back this way. Okay, so that is all the balloons popped.
Bye.
We weren't able to find you a match today, but let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this. What's your name?
I'm Zach.
Zach, how old are you?
37.
37. Okay, what do you do?
I'm an analyst. I work for the DoD.
Okay, very nice. And what do you look for in a woman?
I'm looking for a woman to be her authentic self, to be at her most feminine.
Okay, all right. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Ooh. I'm not looking for anything artificial. I know this is like the BBL era, and you know there are guys that they're here for that, but I don't want it.
Okay, natural. That's what you're looking for. Okay, all right, cool. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Let's start over here. Come on. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brittany. I'm 31. And I popped it just because I don't want to waste time. I just caught it like you're not like my type. You seem cool. I like your answers. I like the natural thing. But I just didn't want to waste your time or anybody's time. So I just let me pop it right away.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. All right. And now, is she someone that's your type?
I mean, she just said no, so let's move along.
Oh, okay. All right, then. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30, and I'm a halfer. I got my chi-chis done, but the rest is me. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's it pretty much.
Well, you're a gorgeous lady. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And then we did get one over here as well. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31, and I popped just because he reminds me of someone.
Ooh.
Like
you remind me. No, let me stop.
But he seems cool. After I got to hear more that he said about himself, I kind of was like, okay, let me get the balloon back so I could see more. But he do remind me of someone. Okay. So that was a.
Okay.
That's it.
No problem.
Somebody cute. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Look, I don't judge by off of looks. Just off of personality and how you are as a man. You seem cool though.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right. Let's head back over here. All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36.
Hello, Miss Brenda.
Hello. The reason why I popped my balloon, it's your fashion sense. I want to walk with somebody who's confident enough to wear something that matches my energy. So that's all.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're not really feeling the style?
No, I'm not, unfortunately, but good looking.
Okay. Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
Possibly. I mean, she's gorgeous, but again, she said I don't match her style. I didn't hear anything else about her, so I don't know, maybe. Looks-wise, I mean, everybody up here is attractive, so, but it's got to be more than that, you know?
Got it.
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Jador, I'm 31. I didn't want to be shallow again, so that's why I was like giving it time, but it's, you know, it's the fashion sense. I wasn't initially attracted to you, but then when you kept talking, my thing is when you said authenticity, that's a really, really big one for me. I want somebody who is authentic in the person that God made them, not what they see on TV, and you know what I'm saying? So when you said that, I was like, yeah. But it is the fashion sense, and I hate to seem shallow. I really do, because you seem like a great guy. But it's nothing wrong with you. You're handsome. It was just that. I was like, damn, I don't want to waste his time. Come on. Yeah, so that's basically it. But you're very handsome. There's nothing wrong with you.
Okay. All right. So I know you said they're all attractive up here, but is she someone that if you saw her out, like, would you approach her?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
So there are men that are like T and A. I tend to be a hair man. So like the first thing that I'm going to notice on the woman is going to be her hair. And then from there,
Are
like...
you really a hair man, Mr. Bandana? Arlette, look at Arlette, bro. She's such an instigator, bro. Look at her. Look at her staring at his headband. As soon as he said, I'm a hair guy, everybody look at his head like, Arlette, she thinks she's slick, bro. She funny.
I'm going to look at your figure because I'm a man, but everything is about like a whole package. And like she said, my style isn't vibing with her. Her style isn't necessarily vibing with me, but I love the greens.
Thank
you. I love the shades of green. You do have a lot of great taste, so I won't take that from you.
I appreciate you.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's go on over here. Okay, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
I am Tatiana, I'm 25. You seem like the most nicest man on the planet. I do not, oh shit, oh. Okay, shoot. No, you just came off like I would not want to break your heart. Like I would feel like such a jerk if I ever like.
Oh, well, thank you. But I feel like no man wants to hear you're just the nicest thing. That's like.
Well, I mean, damn, take that as a compliment.
Yeah, that's a compliment. What the heck? That is a compliment. If somebody says, oh, you're nice, I like you. I like the way you know, you... The heck?
A lot of guys are jerks. I mean, like, if you're nice, that's great. Like, a lot of girls like nice guys, for real. But, like, I feel like you would do better with, like, finding... you know, the nice guy trope out of that than being like the dickhead. Oh. Sorry to cuss, but.
Okay.
And you look like Schoolboy Q to me, and I really dig that. That's not a bad thing. I fuck with Q.
Bro, I love Schoolboy Q. She's giving immature vibes, but no, for real, I love Schoolboy Q. He's definitely not ugly. He's definitely zaddy. He definitely gets zaddy, okay? Schoolboy Q could lose a little bit of weight, though. He could lose some weight. Schoolboy Q, yeah, he could definitely lose some weight. But yeah, he is attractive.
I like Groovy Q.
I've never heard that before. Like before I had like locks, I've heard Nelly, I've heard Pharrell, and now Schoolboy Q.
Pharrell, I know Nelly.
Who told you that?
I don't want to get into it. I would have to show you the pictures, but either way, it's like it's always somebody different, and none of the people look like each other. So I'm like,
it's genuine.
I guess I got one of them faces, but
No, I feel you.
He may not be a nice guy, I guess, or doesn't want to claim that, but you can tell that he's genuine. Dang, why is she staring at the camera like that? Shit, girl.
I feel you, but like, yeah, you seem like you cool though. I would not want to end up like getting in a relationship with you and then like going far and then like breaking up. Now we can't even be cool like that. Like I could see you as like a really like great homie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I need some female friends that I haven't slept with.
That you haven't slept with? Oh no, he gotta go. He just said he needs some female friends that he hasn't slept with. So you slept with all your female friends, bro? You gotta go. Talking about I need some female friends on a Pop the Balloon or Find Love show. This is not a Find a Friend show. This is not Find Friends. No, this is Finding Love. You want to find some friends? You can go out anytime and find some friends. Clearly you have trouble finding love, and that's why you're on this show.
Be excellent.
If it's not weird, I got you, bro. Like if you want to be bro, you can be bro.
What?
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you.
She doesn't have a bra under it? This is crazy. I know y'all saw that. She does not have a bra on under that shirt.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33, and you said you like figure and shape and stuff, so I just felt like it wouldn't be a match. So
that's what you caught?
That's what you said.
Oh, I apologize if that was the main thing that you caught that I was looking for is figure and shape.
One of the main things, yeah, and then also the outfit too. I just wasn't attracted initially, so.
I mean, I get it. I'm about to get back on this bike, so it is what it is.
Okay, bike life. I love that for you.
Okay, but they got some really nice bike life gear. Don't do that, guy. He's making it seem like because he's riding his bike, he couldn't put nothing better on. There's some sexy men that be riding bikes. So that's attractive that put that shit on when they get on that bike. So don't do that. Don't try to put this on the bike community, sir. You didn't come how the ladies would have liked you to come.
Thank you. You have a gorgeous smile, by the way.
Thank you.
And I love the printed dress.
Thank you.
And the accessories. You've done an amazing job.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, that is all of the balloons popped. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find you a match today, but thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, no. Listen, on a serious note, thank y'all all for coming, even the ones that were like pop right off the bat. And I know maybe I didn't come looking like what y'all thought I should look like, but I can't dress. That ain't my problem. I don't care about fashion. I care more about
somebody's heart.
The adventures we're going to go on together. So I appreciate y'all time. I'm sorry for having wasted y'all time.
That is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Stuff like that be making me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. Like, that is so sweet. I love when guys are just sweet. Oh my gosh.
Good night.
You didn't waste no time. That was sweet.
All right, let's give it up for him then, ladies. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
I say that all the time. Like, y'all gotta start picking people based off of who they are on the inside too as well. Like, I get it. If they're dressed like too crazy, I get it. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, and I get it. You know, Arlette wants you to pop the balloon based off of initial attraction when they walk out. So unfortunately, if it was, you know, not that, then I can understand why more people wouldn't pop their balloon just based off of the outfit. But I do agree with him, though.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
I'm scared for this one.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this. What's your name?
My name is Ontario.
Ontario. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. Okay, what do you do?
I do videography, comedy, and photography.
Very nice. Okay. And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for in a woman confidence and someone that's self-sufficient and has like just herself together.
Okay.
Whether it be emotionally, financially too, but emotionally for sure.
Okay. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Kids.
Okay. So that's your only deal breaker.
That's definitely my deal breaker.
Okay, all right. So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go on over them and see what's going on. All right, if we can have your name and age.
I'm Jador. I'm 31.
Okay. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Because I have children.
Okay, all right. And now, how many kids do you have?
5.
5. That's good. How old are they? Like the oldest?
My oldest is 8.
8? I was like 5 and 8 years. You were busy.
Oh, damn.
That's not bad though. That's good though.
Get to that, but it's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
That's good though.
Kidding. I love my kids.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, prior to her saying, she has kids and all that stuff, is she
Right.
someone that is your type?
I'll be honest. I'm not much into weave on either, and then that would be my other deal breaker too.
Got you.
Why would you say that?
Thank you. All right. If we can
You
have
do know women that are in braids wear weave too, right? That's not their hair. Like, it's concerning when a black man says that. And it's crazy because you're a man and you date women. How do y'all not know the difference in between weaves? The braiding weave, a wig weave, all of that is weave. You mean to say, let me correct you. I don't like women that wear wigs. But even then, that sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really liked, if a woman appeared to you and she was looking luscious as ever and beautiful as ever, and she had a wig on, and she was an amazing person, no kids, everything, like, I feel like you would go for her.
name and age.
Brittany, 31.
Okay. And Brittany, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Same. You saying deal breaker is kids. I have one.
Yeah, one.
And then you also said weave. I think most of us have weave in our head. So I'm like, but I do both. So, but I'm
Understood.
so that's why you got a nice smile though.
Thank you. You do too.
Thank you.
All right. Now, is Brittany someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, your name and age.
Nova, and I'm 30. I have one kid. She's 10. So that was your deal breaker. And I don't wear weave. So.
Don't worry.
I'm okay.
See, that would have been. I like that.
Yeah.
And you have a lovely smile too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And now, prior to him making that statement, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Because I wanted to learn more about him. He is attractive. And I'm short, so he's tall enough. So, yeah, I just wanted to learn more.
Okay. All right. And now, is she someone that you would approach? I know you said kids are a deal breaker, but still.
I got you. When I might approach you. Yeah, I'll approach you.
Okay. All right. And then we got one more over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31. I popped because of the kids.
Okay. All right. And now, how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2.
All right. And now, prior to him making that statement, is he someone that is your type?
Yeah, like I said before, I have a specific type.
Oh, I don't know what
And
the
my
specific-
type, I'm trying to get away from my type, if that makes sense. I'm used to drug dealers.
All right, I got you.
Gang
But I'm not.
bangers.
Yeah, I ain't that.
Okay. And I'm trying to get away from that.
Okay.
But that's what I was.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is Unique someone you would approach?
I really, honestly, no. It's only because, man, you have a lot of hair. I feel like I would trip walking next to you. Yeah, no,
I
it
like
looks
what
good.
I like.
No, it looks amazing.
I'm
I ain't
very
gonna lie.
unique. I
Yeah.
step outside the box.
Yeah.
A lot of girls have locks.
Yeah,
And I like
true.
this.
Fair, fucking fair.
Thank you. Okay, so we do still have 3 unpopped balloons. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask these ladies a question to kind of help you narrow it down for yourself.
Oh, all right. What do you do like daily now? Like, what is like your hobbies?
Okay, what are some of your hobbies along with your name and your age?
Yes. My name is Brenda, 36. I just started doing pottery.
Pottery.
Yeah.
All right. What made you get into pottery?
The ceramic of the shapes of, well, you're gonna make a pot out of it, right? So the artistry of it is very beautiful behind it, and obviously it's like soothing. So
I see that.
yeah, I wanted to try something different.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to the next lady.
Lady with the red dress, she inspires me. She inspires me, for real. I love the way she carries herself.
All right. What are some of your hobbies?
Wait, do I have to say my name first? Or?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Your name and age.
I'm Tatiana. I'm 25. My hobbies right now, I would have to say definitely graphic designing. I do a little bit of like job-wise, like I do commissions and then like just draw on the side if anything. And then recently I started getting into the studio a little bit. I am not a rapper, but I am an artist.
All right.
So.
You doing like poetry, like spoken word, or you singing?
And anything really,
Anything?
if the beat sounds nice.
Respect that. I like that.
Okay. All right. Your name and age, and what are some of your hobbies?
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33. And some of my hobbies, I like to hike, I like to cook, and I like to read.
All right.
All right.
I really like that. What do you like to cook, though? Where are you from?
I'm from California, but I live in Dallas.
All right. So you make like tacos, or what do you make? I don't know what California is like.
Tacos. I mean, I can make tacos, but I like to cook a little bit of everything. I do like meal prepping and stuff, so I like making different like pasta dishes, chicken, but like healthier. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
All right.
a little bit of everything.
I'm good. Thank you.
You're good?
I'm good.
You get hungry? Okay. So now, what are some of your hobbies? Since you asked the ladies, I'm pretty sure they want to know.
Some of my hobbies, I play music a lot. I mean, I'm also like a casual guy. I play video games and all that too. I work out all the time. That's another hobby. And I talk a lot of trash. That's why I do comedy. So I make like a lot of fun of a lot of things. So there's that too. Yeah.
Okay, let's go on over here. Why did we end up popping?
First of all, great attitude.
Right.
Well put together.
Right.
It's the talking trash. Yeah. I like to talk trash too. So I don't think we can match up to that.
No?
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
So you don't think you guys would go back and forth, a little banter?
Can't keep up.
No, it can be a little bit toxic. Yeah, we don't want to go there.
Fair enough. I mean, I think communication, that's like a part of communication though too. I feel like
agree.
talking trash kind of comes off like honesty sometimes, you know? But it depends
But
on how
to
you say
what
it.
extent is your honesty?
Oh, I'm very honest.
So basically, he's saying that whenever he's making these jokes, that there's a lot of truth to it. And I think the problem with being a comedian is that, or in a relationship with somebody that is a comedian, it's like, oh, you're expressing like how you feel about me, and this is true. You're saying this to the entire public, you know.
I'm very honest.
Oh, okay. Example?
If you asked me if a dress made you look big, I would probably say it wasn't the dress.
Thank you very much. Next.
Okay. All right, so we do
It's an honest
have,
answer.
I feel it. You're an honest person. You said that. So we do still have two ladies left. Ladies, do you all have a question for him? Okay, let's go down over here. Yeah, that's fine.
So my question is, you said you don't have kids, right?
I don't have any kids.
Do you want kids?
Maybe. I'm on the fence about it. The older I get, maybe.
Okay. Is there like a reason why, or?
No. Oh, what is there a reason why?
Yeah, like.
To be honest, my father wasn't around much, and I don't want to miss out on anything. Like, I don't want to have a child with someone that I'm not with, and then miss out on that child's life, like my dad did with me.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that, but
Yeah, sad tears and shit.
And then also, like, what's the last book you read and why?
Last book I read and why? How to Write Funny, because I do comedy.
Okay.
So that's the last one I read.
Cool. That's all.
Right on over here.
I don't know. I gotta ponder a little bit with you. Shoot.
Why are we pondering?
Cause I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of things I definitely can relate with. Like, I'm a little bit more of a ruthless type of person myself. So my thing is would you be able to handle something like that?
Yeah, these.
Really?
Yeah, these.
Uh-oh, did she find her match?
You sure?
I live in that lane. That's easy.
Yeah?
I can do that.
I don't really know what to ask. That kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I'm not going to cap with you.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Let's see what actually ended up.
Y'all were connecting. It's only fair for her to pop her balloon.
Ben, what's going on?
I want kids. I want a family, and I want like 2-3 kids. So the fact that you're on the fence, I want to have kids with people that are sure.
Right.
Someone that's sure, not people, child.
That's how I end up with
it. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool.
All right, why we end up hopping? I want niños. Like that is like
That's
a for
good.
sure thing that I want in my future for sure. And like she said, like I'm not trying to piggyback like you said, but it is a valid thing. Like if you don't know, like getting with me, like eventually that's gonna happen.
I hear that.
I can't do that to you.
And
if you
I
don't.
will say this, y'all. Y'all do know sex produces kids. So y'all out here saying I don't want kids. Even Dr. Elon, he said he don't want kids, but you having sex, out here having sex. If you don't want kids, you should not be having sex. And I know a lot of people say, well, there's protection, there's birth control. Okay, condoms break. People be lying about birth control. And even then, I don't trust it enough. You get what I'm saying? So the best way to not have kids is to not have sex. You can't tell me you will be dating somebody for a year, 6 months or whatever, talking to somebody, having sex, and then not eventually lead to having a kid if you are consistently having sex with this person. You get what I'm saying? Or lead to talking about kids if you're consistently having sex with this person. So it's like, people that don't want kids but actually are sexually active, it just kind of raises like like what? Literally the purpose of sex in general is to produce kids. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're trying to produce kids every time you're having sex, but every time you're having sex, there's always a possibility for a kid to be produced. There we go. So you might as well just have sex with somebody that is on the same page of having kids. There we go.
No, I hear that. I wouldn't do that to
That's
y'all.
selfish, you know? Like, I can't do that to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't lead that. I wouldn't lead y'all down that path anyway. Like,
You all right. Yeah, you good.
So, I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, well,
all of 'em.
That is all the balloons popped. We were not able to find you a match today, but let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. And what's your name?
Reggie.
Reggie?
Yes.
How old are you, Reggie?
36.
36. Okay, and what do you do?
So I'm a project manager for a political firm. Also teach financial literacy, help people with their credit repair, start businesses, generate passive income.
Okay, very cool. And what do you look for in a woman?
For me, it's communication. Conversation is key. I feel like communication equals longevity. So if you can hold a conversation, you're already winning me over. And someone can provide peace.
Okay. All right. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
The crystals off rip is not attractive to me.
Deal breakers. It goes back to the communication. You know what I'm saying? If you can express yourself easily, we'll get along perfectly fine. Not so much interested in cigarette smokers, I would say.
Okay. All right. And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I do music, motivational music, but also for me, it's not what you do, it's who you're with. You do the same thing you regularly do with the right person, you can make it a good time. So I'm about experiences.
Okay, nice. All right, so we did get 2 pop balloons. Oh, 3. Let's go on over there and see what's going on. Okay, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Jador, I'm 31, and it was really just initial attraction. So I waited because I wanted to hear, you know what I mean, maybe get a little more in depth, but it really is just the initial attraction, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're very handsome.
Okay. So you said it's attraction, but he's handsome, so what is it that...
If I was like to see you out and about, I wouldn't approach you. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I really want to talk to him or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just, I know when that guy walks in and you just weren't him. Okay. But that's it.
All right. Now, is Jador someone that's your type?
So what do you do?
I'm a marketing manager. I'm a certified behavioral health technician, and I model.
Great, great, great. So for me, I'm more so like attracted, like I said, to mental. Just so I say conversation is key, but I'll say just initial attraction. She definitely dresses well, so absolutely, yes, I would definitely approach her.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Brittany, 31. And just kind of like that when you walked in, I didn't get that vibe. And also, I was trying to look past it, but you look like my uncle. His name is Tony. And I was like, I kept looking at you and I kept thinking about Uncle Tony. But not that you look old, but you look like you can be a sibling of his or something. So I was just like, that's weird to me. But that's it. You just look like my Uncle Tony.
So I know you said you're more of like a mental attraction person, but is she someone that you would approach if you saw her out?
Definitely beautiful smile. For me, I like to dress up, so definitely someone that would look great next to me as far as dressing. So yeah, I would say yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
I'm Tatiana. I'm 25. You're not ugly. I'm just not attracted, but like we kind of look like we got a little bit of some similar style. I see you got that clear quartz up in there too. Yes. I really like no, like seriously, like we be twinning them like type stuff. So like I like what you got on. It's just you a bud. I see you as like a homie. Like I probably like, you know, if I wanted to see you up at like, if I saw you off glance, I'd be like, hey, he looks like a pretty cool guy to be friends with. Let me check him out as a friend.
Respectfully.
Okay, all right. Now, what about for her?
Yeah, bubbly personality, outgoing. You can tell she's fine with being herself. So that type of stuff attracts me. So definitely.
Okay, perfect. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31.
Beautiful name.
I love the tiger's eye, the clear corpse, all that. Cigarette, smoking, period. I'm on my journey of getting away from that, and I'm not sure if that's, you know, like if I'm going to continue. I'm on a journey, so that's why I popped.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like other smoking, sure, it's cool, but like cigarettes is just a thing for me. It's like,
it's a thing for me.
And honestly, it's kind of like in this generation, you have to kind of be okay with that because it's like majority of people, let me not say majority, but it feels as though people in my generation are into smoking weed. So it's like, man, like it's just not me, but it's not me at all. But it's kind of like, dude, like the same way as you get older and you keep meeting men with kids, or you get what I'm saying? Like it's just a thing, and it's like, okay. Like I can deal with, I don't even want to deal with it. That's the thing. I don't want to deal with somebody smoking at all. But it's like, if I had to pick my poison between chewing tobacco, smoking cigarettes, and rolling, like weed, I'm going to choose, you know, so. But my preference is neither. You get what I'm saying? If we can both get rid of our vices and just live life without having a vice, that would be perfect for me, you know, in a perfect world.
Yeah, most people.
That's why I'm like, I'm on the 4th day. It's the 4th.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
But I'm not sure if it's going to last. You know, I'm not saying I'm not sure what I want to do or what I want to accomplish, because I most definitely want to get away from it. But that's a habit that I'm trying to control. So that's why I popped.
I respect that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now, apart from him saying that, is he someone that is your type, though?
No, he's not my type, but I don't mind getting to know or trying to figure what's going on with you or trying to get to know you, period. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. So, no, it was just that.
Got it. All right. And now, apart from her being a cigarette smoker, is she someone that you would approach?
I would say yes. I think she's beautiful. She says she's working on herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love growth. I love elevation. So definitely.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. So we do still have 3 balloons unpopped. I'm going to have you ask these ladies a question just to kind of help you narrow it down.
Okay, perfect. So my question is this. What are your thoughts on leaving a legacy, building generational wealth for you and your family, and how you working towards doing that?
Okay, your name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36. Very good question. I think it all depends on the man. What's your vision in order for me to be your co-pilot to make that happen? So to answer that question, it's all about communication. I believe in that. It's all about consistency. It's also about, well, some men will think that this may sound intimidating, but having a woman lead sometimes can help a situation to build that generational wealth.
Perfect.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, your name and age and the answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30.
Nice to meet you.
Right now, I am in nursing school, and I plan on being an aesthetics nurse. I do have my own shop right now where I am practicing my esthetician. So right now, I'm just trying to, I want to have a franchise of beauty bars. That's definitely my progress. That's the journey I'm on right now.
Amazing. That's great.
It seems like she focuses too much on the business side and the business aspect and not enough on the love. And she knows that, which is why she's here, to find love. But even while she's here, she's still not putting emphasis on love.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I'm 33. And I think that is why we're here. Like, leaving a legacy and creating generational wealth is extremely important to me. And that's why I want a leader in my life, so that way we can do just that. And I can trust your vision and get beside you, similar to what my girl down there said, a co-pilot. And a way that I'm preparing to do that is just being prepared to be a wife and be in that co-pilot situation with a man that has vision. So, yeah.
Great. Great answer.
It was. All right, I'm going to go ahead and have you pop one of these ladies' balloons based off of those responses you've got. Okay? Right. Go ahead and pop one of these ladies' balloons.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to pop this one.
Wow. Okay. All right, so why did we end up popping hers?
First off, your answer was amazing. Definitely great. I can definitely tell you're an independent woman, which I definitely love that. I would say on that part with the woman leading, like having both partners leading is definitely a great thing. But I would say when you're dealing with a man like myself, like I'm intentful, purposeful, would you know how to allow me to lead you? Or would it just be a lot of button hits?
No, absolutely. That's why I said if you have a vision, I would definitely be the co-pilot to where we're going.
Got you. So, okay. So, but yeah, I would say just based off that, leading, co-piloting, that's amazing. And I've been in situations where it's like, it's a lot of like arguing back and forth with that, and it's like let's lead in peace. You know what I mean? We're gonna argue and things like this, but that communication part, as long as that's high, I feel like there's nothing we can't get over.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Misunderstanding is the driving force of people not finding love and people not staying together. You know. So if there's a way where y'all can get on the same page without breaking up, and it shows through your actions, and there's a way you can move forward while dating, getting through that misunderstanding, then do it.
Alrighty, so we do still have 2 balloons unpopped. Ladies, do we have a question to go ahead and ask to kind of get to know them a little bit better? Yeah? Let's go over here.
So, what would you say? How do you handle conflict? Like, if the conversation gets messy, because that will, that could happen.
Definitely.
How do you think that we could work that out?
So it's dealing with different people. I would say you deal with it differently. Like, should I give you space? Should I, can I talk with you? For me, like I said, it's always conversation for me. But you do sometimes have to allow that grace. Like, everyone is entitled to their moment. Let them have their moment, and then let's talk about it. Let's not go to sleep angry. You know what I mean? So as long as you're open-minded to like having a conversation about it, eventually, not immediately,
Right.
then I feel like we can get through conflict, and we can get through a lot more than just conflict.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's very needed to clear the room first, clear the air first, get some fresh air, and then come back and have a conversation and be calm and be respectful. Don't say things you don't mean, Take that time to yourself to think about what you're going to say and what you feel and how you're feeling. And think about the person too as well, and come back.
Here.
Okay, my question is, what is a quote or a life lesson that your parents taught you that you still live by today?
It definitely has to be accept what you can't change, change what you can't accept. Through my own journey, my spiritual journey, things like this, there's things I've gone through, and it's like I try to make it a point to live life with no regrets and just looking forward to the future, accepting who you are, being comfortable with who you are, and moving like that. So I would say that's definitely my quote.
Okay, nice. I have one more question. Do you have children?
Yes.
How many?
2.
How old are they?
13 and 14.
Oh, okay. Do you want more?
I always say I would have another kid with a wife.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That's it.
That's good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it is time to make a decision based off of what you've heard so far. Which one out of these 2 beautiful ladies are you going to be?
I think he should choose the one on the end, simply because the one in the middle with the natural hair, she's too much talking about business, and it seems like she's focused more on business than love.
In their balloon.
Once again, perfect questions, great answers, definitely love it. But if I had to pop one, I'm gonna go over here and pop yours.
I don't agree.
Okay, why did we end up popping hers?
Truly, there's nothing wrong with her. I would say just based on the answers, I liked hers a little bit more, and that's literally it.
Okay,
I think you're beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so we do still have an unpopped balloon. Let me have you come on up here. Come on up. All right, any final questions from either one of you before we determine if this is a match?
No, I would like to talk to you privately.
What about?
I have one more question. Okay, so this is my question, like on vices. So I have a vice, even though I don't really get a lot of time to do it, but I just like to be transparent. That's one thing I look for as well. So my question to you is, what is your vice? But for me, mine is video games. How do you feel about men who play video games?
Nah. How old is he? Nope. What? No. You gotta grow out of that. Not unless you're trying to make this a profession. But let's see what she has to say.
Play video games.
There it is. There it is.
All right, let me ask my final question. Okay, so is it going to be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Definitely.
We got a match! All right, I'll take this mic. You guys can go on off. And let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
I love that.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Oh, Jesus.
It's Tiano.
What is that?
It's Tiano.
Tiano?
Like piano with a T, just spelled differently.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 31.
31, okay. And what do you do?
I'm a multifaceted investor with a few companies like Denal Records, Resurrect Select, Omio Mais Empanadas, and First Down Catering. A few things that I have underneath my belt.
Okay, cool. And now what's some things you look for in a woman?
Definitely look for a woman who's kind, someone who's very passionate, someone who's willing to put in the work. Relationships take work. Nothing that worth having comes easy. Right. So just someone I definitely feel we can match equally with, walk down this path together, and try to accomplish big things.
Okay, all right. And now what are some of your deal breakers?
Definitely don't like someone who's just not motivated, not really out there, just trying to do better for themselves. Okay. Some people get so complacent these days and just, kind of fizzle out. So I want someone who's constantly got a lust for life, lust for knowledge, wants to continue to learn and grow together.
Okay, nice. All right, so we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over them and see what's going on.
Cool.
All right. Okay, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brenda, 36. Attraction. The braids was not giving. However, great personality. You have things that obviously another woman might move forward with. Just not my cup of tea.
It's all good.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you.
And now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
Probably wouldn't really know too much about her, about physical attraction. Probably wouldn't be someone I would talk to right off the bat. Just like hard to see you with some of my things that I do in my life. I wouldn't think I would come across a girl like yourself, so or a woman like yourself. I apologize.
No, you're fine. Thank you.
All right, that was beautiful.
Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
I'm Brittany, 31. So I just like to hear what people say. I don't like just to pop it right away. But initially it wasn't just the style, the braids also, and then the piercing. So it just wasn't somebody I usually go for. But that's all. I love your answers because I can relate to everything you said. I kind of feel like you described me in that way, but it's just the attraction.
Oh,
yeah.
understandable.
Thank you.
All right, and now same thing for, Brittany. Is she someone that you would approach if you saw her out?
Not typically my type. I definitely wouldn't think I would say anything. Beautiful woman, but definitely not something I would talk to at the bar or anything.
Is there like any specific reason?
Oh, nothing at all. Just honestly, just the vibe. Just I can feel the energy. So it's a big thing. It's a big test.
You.
Yeah.
All right, let's over here.
I've noticed, remember when I said, oh, there's a certain type of look for people that say, oh, I'm spiritual. I'm a vibe. I go off her energy. Look at how he's dressed. I'm not even trying to be mean, but everything just correlates. It comes full circle. Like
why you ended up popping.
I'm Tatiana. I am 25. Basically, like, aesthetically, not necessarily, like, I dig what you got going on, but just, like, not for me like that. But the characteristics that you were naming, like, I feel kind of bad because I did have a little bit of drink, but I'm trying to remember. You did say a couple things. Like, I could see you more as, like, a potential business partner than an actual romantic partner. Like, I could see myself going, like, because as far as, like, what you do and what I kind of do a little bit, I could see, like, how could mutualism benefit off of that? But as far as, like, anything romantic goes, I just don't see it.
Okay. Do you see anything there? Or?
No, it's all good. It's like I said about energy. I like the dress. I like the fit. Just need a little bit, probably more body, I guess, for me. I'm just I like a woman, a little bit more curves.
You can't even really tell because of her outfit, so it's kind of hard to say I like a woman with body. Like I understand, yeah, you can tell that she's skinny, but you can't really see her shape. So
my personal preference, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My name is Unique. I'm 31. I'm kind of mad I popped too soon because the more I look at you, the more I kind of feel like you're different, and I like different, but I'm not familiar with different, if that makes sense. So,
yeah, of course.
You're very handsome. I love how you step outside the box. I'm more like that too. So I don't know. That's why I popped my balloon.
Okay.
He's real different. I don't know if I'm scared. I really don't know. But at the same time, I love your energy. You got good energy. There's nothing wrong with you. Stay the same.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
So are you reconsidering a balloon or?
Yeah, in a way I am, because I do want to get to know more about him. Because I never dealt with somebody that really stands on what they feel and how they really, the braids, all that. Like, it's different.
Okay.
So I kind of like a man that kind of steps outside the box in a way.
All right.
Thanks. That's like kind of what I go for.
Yeah.
I know I'm not trying to be for everyone, so I'm more of an acquired taste. So it's just a little bit different. It's okay to be scared, but you gotta try it first. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting to learn myself.
It's crazy that with this guy, she's open to trying something different. But the first guy in a suit that was well put together with his life in general, honey. She don't want to choose that, but she want to choose this to be different. So she goes from drug dealers. She goes from dating drug dealers, skips over men's with suit that got their life going on. They're just trying to get married. They got money. That's cool. To this.
Even more, so
she likes it. I love it.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
She likes it.
I have a balloon ready for you. Are we giving it along to you?
How do you feel about kids?
I have a son.
You have a son?
I do.
How old?
He's 2, turns 3 this year.
Okay. All right.
And yourself? Do you have kids?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I have a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Okay.
So I'm kind of
It's okay.
still trying to build. That makes sense.
Understand.
I want my own tribe. I honestly want my partner and my leader to know exactly what it is they want and go off that. I submit naturally.
Understood.
Yeah.
Like that. Like that.
Okay. What do we say? Unique.
Is
it a yes or no?
It's a no. I don't, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I'm also scared.
Okay,
so I'm
no
not going to sit up there and force something on myself that I know I'm not ready for.
She don't know what she wants, but she want her partner to know exactly what he wants so she can be submissive to that. That's literally it.
I sure
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm not going to,
No,
yeah.
respect
but
that.
I most definitely think there's nothing wrong with you. Stay the same.
Thank you.
No
I
matter
appreciate it.
what nobody else say. Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. Let's go back over here. We did get a popped balloon. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Yes, I'm Jador. I'm 31. I ended up popping because initially I was like, okay, you're not really my type. But then you seem very interesting. So I was like, I don't know. Let me hear more. Let me see. And then you were like, you know, you like a woman with a little bit more. And I'm very slim. And I love me and all of my slimness. But I know, you know, guys like a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, but I just figured I probably wasn't for you. So.
I love your style, though. It actually would have been
thank
great. It would have been fun
you.
to just get to know you a little bit more. It's a little bit different, you know? I just do enjoy. You look great, honestly. I love the colors. It stands out a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, can I get a balloon back? Yeah.
See, don't pop just because, you know, he said it for somebody else. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back for you then. We did get a pop over here. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping.
I'm Micah. I'm 33, and I ended up popping just because I can't get over the septum piercing. Yeah, but you seem cool though. I like your energy and how you presented yourself. So wish you the best.
Thank you. You as well. Sure.
Okay. Those aren't contacts, are they?
They are contacts.
They are?
Yeah, they
Never
are.
mind.
They are.
They look good on you. I
can't see,
would have
just-
like if you would have said, yeah, these are me, I would have been like, damn, bro.
But the difference is like I did that because I try to take away from the superficial. A lot of things happen with lashes and hairs and all these other things, and I'm just one of these guys who just enjoys doing a little bit different. So
No, I
stepped out the
definitely
box,
dig
so
it because they look good on you for sure.
Thank
Like that's
you.
a really good like color choice.
Appreciate it.
But that's why I was like, no, that's not real. It can't be.
No,
Like,
my
is
mom
it?
told me about them at 13, and I was like, done.
It's a
And
wrap.
Been doing it.
No, I
ever
feel
since.
that completely.
Ever
No, you're
since,
good.
honestly.
Nah, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
All right, we're not finished over here. So you said it was just a septum ring. Apart from that, everything else was okay for you?
Well, not everything. I'm just not attracted. Yeah, I feel like the hairstyle. I just would like that more on me than my man. But
Okay.
Same. I agree.
No. Is Micah someone that
He
is
would be
your type?
really attractive looking if he would just cut his hair, honestly.
Honestly, Micah, you remind me so much of my mother, who's a beautiful
Okay.
woman, but you really do. She wears the same hairstyle, the same thing, same color earrings. So it's just, that's the only thing I couldn't get over in general. Like, but I love my mom to death. I still call her mommy. So I wish you nothing but the best, but you just kind of reminded my mom. real
well, I
quick.
am going to be a great mother, so I accept that energy.
I'm
for
sure you are. She is an amazing woman. So, you
I
know.
bet. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. All right, so we did have our unpopped balloon over here. Well, she did get it back. Did you have a question that you wanted to ask her to kind of, you know, help it narrow it down, see if y'all two are going to be a match?
Yeah. What do you think it takes to acquire lasting love?
Oh, I think honesty and really wanting to get to know everything about the person that you're with. You know, wanting to really being that interested because things are not always going to be perfect, you know, but when you really get to know a person, I feel like, when you really get to know a person, I feel like that's how you're able to work through everything. It's not a matter of just, oh, you made me mad one day, but you're like, I love you. I love the person you are. How can we get through this? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
All right, let me just have you come on up here.
I want to ask a question.
Oh, okay. Before we
ask a question, when you pass, what do you want to be remembered for?
I've
That's a good
always thought
question.
about that. Honestly, I want to really help my family with generational wealth. It's something that I feel that we lack. So I want to be remembered because it's one thing to be remembered by the world, but the people I can impact closely, I want to just be remembered as being as a kind soul, hardworking, passionate individual who, no matter how dark it is, I can always see the light in everything and try to get there no matter how hard. I believe hard work pays off truly, and I believe you're only a product of your placement if you believe so with that mindset. So I'm really for it always, like self-motivation and drive and encouraging my partner to also reach to be the best that they can be, because I'm going to be leading by example by doing that.
Okay, cool.
You coming out? Okay, let's come on.
That was a good response. That was perfect. And I just want to add to that, y'all. Hard work pays off. Hard work always pays off. It's in the Bible, too. Hard work always pays off. Busting your butt always pays off. Always. Even if you feel like it didn't pay off today, it's going to pay off tomorrow. Or you developed and gained a characteristics from working your butt off. You know, just because you worked your butt off and it didn't go exactly how you planned, you developed a characteristic and you now know what to do next time. But always, always work hard. Always. That's something I've always believed. Always work hard. Always work hard. It'll never fail you. It'll never fail you. People fail you. But two things that don't fail you is Jesus and hard work.
Okay, so I just have one final question. If neither one of you have any further questions.
I'm so sorry. I have to ask this last question because it's so important. How do you feel about kids?
I have a son.
Okay. Okay.
And do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
5.
What? Yo, what? Did she say that before? Is this her first time saying this? 5 kids? Oh my God, 5 kids? Okay. Now let me not be just so judgmental. 5 kids is a lot. But if she says that the ages are 18, 17, 19, 20, okay, I could do that. We could do that. That means they're up and out the house and they're starting to go out in the world and figure out what career they're in the space of going to college. You get what I'm saying? Because 5 is a lot for not only one person, but 2 people to deal with. Unless you're married. But, and unless the kids are, you're getting married to the person who you had the kids by. That's easy. But 5 kids to a man that didn't have those kids with you is, yo, stop, Jasmine. Stop. Don't be judgmental. 5 kids is a lot. Okay, let's see what he says.
Got it.
He had to take the biggest gulp. He was like, 5 kids?
Okay, is that a problem? A deal breaker?
I mean, how many of them, what's the ratio?
Oh, damn. Really, I have to go through all of them? Okay. I have
Yeah, they're part of you.
I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old.
And they're just, yo, that was fresh. Girl, I don't even think you should be dating right now. That was fresh. Oh, that's what the other guy was saying. Okay, yeah. Girl, you don't need to be dating. You need to be focused on them kids. They're too young for you to be dating right now. You need to give all your attention and love to your kids.
A 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old.
She just
so fresh.
gave birth.
It's okay.
She literally just gave birth. Oh, and she's already putting herself out on the market? I will never understand, and this is men and women, whether you're the baby daddy or the mother. Why do people have a fresh newborn child, a fresh child, hasn't even been on this earth for a year? Why do they have a less than a year born child? And they decide, now is the perfect time to date. Like, I really be trying to figure out what goes through your brain, bro. especially as a woman, I literally gave birth to this kid less than a year ago. I'm still on the phase of, oh, my baby, I can't believe I gave birth. Look at how cute. Right? I'm still on that phase. I'm not dating as soon as I pop my kid out. No. And then on top of that, imagine having a kid that's less than a year old, but having 4 other kids that you have to worry about. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, girl. You need to sit down. You know, and I'm not saying she's not deserving of love, but I just think that's too new. And same thing for men. Same thing for men. Your baby mama, wife, whoever, just gave birth. Why are you on dating apps? Why are you on dating apps right now? Please.
I promise. I could take it.
I'm gonna have to.
I could take it. I could take it. I could take it.
Just self-eliminate. Samurai. At least it was samurai style. At least it was samurai style.
Yeah,
cool.
I knew it. You know.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it was just the number of kids, or
it's
the
just
age?
The number of kids is a lot to deal with these days, and I don't think that she doesn't have her own and can't get her own and do that. But like I said, it's just a lot go into that. It's so fresh, so young at that same time.
Yeah. Thank you. And that's the reason why everybody was like, don't ask any more questions. I'm like, no, this is a big one.
I'm glad you asked that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Not for me, but someone else. Maybe you guys team up, cheaper by the dozen. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to the league out of it. I feel you guys got a few.
A couple of them.
I'm telling you.
I'll have you just step back over there. All right. Well, we were unable to find you a match today, but let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies.
All right, y'all. Comment, subscribe, like. Tell me how you feel, baby. Tell me how you feel. What do you think? 5 kids is a lot. It's crazy because even with Dr. Elon being on this, I don't think that he was the highlight of the show. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. RestlessChild, How Fine is Jasmine, Arlette Amuli. See you in the next video.